Hello everybody. How is 2026 until now going for you? Actually, we are on 3rd of January and I just started following a huge amount of plans that I have for this year. I hope that I can be successful. For example, I just started my Dutch and now I'm recording another video for you. Before starting our lesson, I should mention something very crucial. This video is not for real beginners. However, there is nothing to be worried about because I will upload another series of videos about the basics and fundamentals that a pianist should know. So, in this video, I will not speak about what is legato, what is non-legato, how to play staccato, what is the meaning of G major, C major, a phrase, motif, or other things, because I will go through these things in another series which is appropriate for real beginners. Now let's move on to our piece and our lesson. In this video, I would like to speak about Clementi Piano Sonatina Op.36 No.1, Movement 1, the first movement. Mainly, in most of classical sonatas and sonatinas, in the first movement, we have two different parts. Part number 1, which is named Exposition, and part number 2, which is named Development. I said mainly because nothing is 100%. It's like most of the time is like this, but not always. And again, mainly, the exposition has two different parts. The composer, through the exposition, explain and introduce the first character, thing number 1, and the second character, thing number 2. And he or she connects the first part to the second part, thing number 1 to thing number 2, through something which is named transition, or something like a bridge that connects thing number 1 to thing number 2. So now let's see about details of this piece. This piece is in C major. We have 2 beats in each bar and it is written spiritoso. What does it mean? The meaning of this term in music is to play lively with energy and esprit. Most of the time when my students ask me, okay, what does it mean? What is the number of tempo that we should choose on our metronome? I tell them, yes, it's really good to use metronome and these type of tools. However, I recommend you to at first feel the energy and the vibe which is specifically written on top of each piece. For example, here, what is the meaning of playing with esprit? For me, music is like a language. Imagine that I want to say a same sentence in 2 different feeling and vibes. Now I will try it. Let's think that I'm a character, I'm an actor and actress, and I'm a good actress. Let's go. For example, this sentence. Today is my birthday. Now, with the same tempo, I will change the mood. Today is my birthday. You will understand that the feeling behind them is different. So, when you are playing something which is written to play lively with esprit and energy, it's important to feel the energy like an actor. Okay, feel the energy and transfer the energy through yourself to your hand and to the audience. For example, here. It can be a little bit played a little bit faster or slower, but the main character should be same as this, with energy and happy and like let's go and do it. Like most of the first characters and first themes. In this theme, now I play from bar number 1 until bar number 4 for you, which is the first part of first theme for us. In this theme, the first theme, we have a stronger character. It's a stronger, really sharp and energetic. The second one should be energetic and with a spirit. But most of the time, the second theme is a little bit more melodic and more and softer, actually. Now, I forgot to mention something very important here about our left hand. In this melody, in this piece, most of the time, our left hand is like a company for our right hand, which is playing the main character. However, and main melody. However, it's not important which hand is playing the main character. I always recommend my students that imagine that a musical piece is like a movie. The first character should play his or her role very good, but it doesn't mean that other characters are free to do whatever they want. No, they should try to do their best. For example, here, when we look at our left hand, we see that, okay, compared to our right hand, yes, it's not a main melody, and it doesn't have too much notes, too much character, but what should we do? We should try our best to make a sentence, meaningful sentence, and connection between these notes that unfortunately some of the students play separately, like random notes that are not something together, are not a part of a sentence. We should make them connected together. Let's go here. Here, for each C, okay, we have a lot of pause after that, but it doesn't mean to play some random C's and again and after that go to a G, which does not have any meaning. We should try our best to feel it and make a sentence and a character from it. Now, in whole of our left hand, we should try to do that. And now about the phrase. The first theme is from bar number 1 until bar number 8. However, from bar number 5, it's like we are continuing our first theme, and at the same time, we have a bridge, a transition that prepare us to have our second theme, which starts from after theme number 1. Our second theme is in G major, which is the dominant of C major. So we see from bar number 6, we have elements like F sharp and having more G, more B, more D, and elements that try to help us to feel more connected to G major. And after that, we have a half cadence, and we go through our second theme, which is more melodic, softer, and in G major. Something which I forgot to mention is about from middle of bar number 6, sorry, until bar number 8. We see that we have a character like this. Ba, 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 ra, ba, ra, ba, 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 bum. Unfortunately, most of the students play them in the same touch and with the same touch, but it doesn't make really sense. It makes our hand and the audience get tired and to not feel the melody. It's better to think like inhale and exhale, to not play with the same touch. Ba, 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 ra, ba, 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 ra, ba, ba, ba. Can you feel that some of them have more accent? Ba, 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 ra, ba, 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 ra, ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ra, ba, 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 ra, ba, ba, ba. And it's not only about here. We should follow this rule everywhere. For example, in bar number 9 is indifferent a little bit. Our left hand is an Alberti bassa, but it has again the same rule. If we play like ba 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 ba, it will be a little bit boring. It doesn't make sense. But if we give something like a spice in it, we play with different touch. Can you hear that I put more accent on F sharp and A? Why do we do that? When we have one note which is repeated over and over, if we play it with the same touch with others, it will be a little bit too much. It's like we are using the pedal. Da, da. So it's better to try to play it a little bit softer and like playing with our skin, and play the other one which is here, F sharp in bar number 9. F sharp and a little bit with heavier touch. And let's go to our development. And what is development? Mainly, composers continue the story a little bit differently in the development. It's like that we want to continue the same story or something related to the exposition, but in another feeling. They can use different techniques and different elements like modulation or other things, but it's following the first part but in a different way. For example, here we see that the feeling is different. It's like the first part. Let's play the first part and compare it with this one. The exposition. Now, for me, it has a suspicious character. It's a little bit darker. It's closer to minor here. It used actually E flats to make it closer to minor. And after that, in bar number 21, in development, we have a shift between our right hand and left hand. Now the main character goes to our left hand in bar number 21 and 22. And we should use the technique that I told you in advance. If we play all of them with the same touch, we will hear so many G's, like da da, like this, ba 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 da da. It's better to play G's softer because they are being repeated over and over. So it's better to put more accent on the other notes. And after that, from bar number 25, we have a recap, which we go back to our exposition and to our main character and second one, but there's a difference here. Most of the time, not all the times, most of the time, the recap is exactly the same as first part or something similar, something a little bit with a little bit differences. For example, here bar number 25 is the same as bar number 1. But what is the difference? Bar number 1 is in octave, in fifth octave, but bar number 25 is in fourth octave number 4. And other thing which I should mention, that we end again in C major, that this movement doesn't need to use pedal, or if you want to use, it's better to use a little bit. And it's a simple, beautiful movement for pre-intermediate, I think. So thank you to be the guest of my small piano studio, which is right now in Amsterdam. And I wish you the best in the rest of the day. Bye.